to a distinguished forum of BICON 2025. It is my privilege to welcome our distinguished guests who have joined us from different corners. I request Dr. Sanjay Biyani sir to welcome Dr. Vijay Lakshmi Sharma ma'am and Advocate Mohan Kumar sir. Advocate Mohan Kumar sir. Okay. With great respect, I invite our next speaker, Dr. Vijay Lakshmi Sharma, Professor, Department of Law, Director Teacher, Empowerment, Central Manipal University, Jaipur. Ma'am is a certified POST trainer since 2013 and currently working as Director Teacher Empowerment Center, Manipal University, Jaipur. As a founding member of Faculty of Law, Manipal University, Jaipur, working since 2014, she has a rich and versatile teaching experience in law of more than 22 years and she guided more than 10 doctoral students till death. Her research area is women empowerment and child welfare. She has chaired several national and international seminars and has been vocal on several talks, shows on national channels like Doordarshan, Patrika, etc., where she had argued her points well and had facilitated as well. She is a legal advisor on a panel for a number of leading hospitals in Jaipur and various legal firms, companies, service provider, companies for prevention of sexual harassment at workplace and has been part of various legal committees in the mainstream industry settle. I request ma'am to be up on the stage, please ma'am. We welcome you ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shikha. Thank you. Namaskar, good afternoon. So, first of all, I would like to thank the entire team of Biyani College, the entire management, honorable dignitaries, those who are collaborating today. Especially, I would say that it is an international level of conference and an event. And I am fortunate enough that I am a part of this, wonderful event which has been organized by the Biyani College. I am also thankful to the convener and the organizer, one of the organizer in the entire team, that is Miss Hemangini, who has invited me. Thank you so much, Hemangini. And so my dear students, my today's topic is, which has been assigned to me to speak, that is actually related in today's scenario, that is cyber security. And as I am from law background, therefore this is my duty and responsibility to make you aware how you can, strengthen your skills and your entire potential in the terms of cyber security. I would just, mention here about the DPDP Act. I will not take your much time. I know that you are running late. Therefore, this DPDP Act is Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023. I can see that most of you are from law background and I'm sure that you are aware what is DPDP Act. How many of you are aware about the DPDP Act? Can you please raise your hands? Okay, so I think that this is very relevant point which I'm going to, give you some of the, a brief summary of this particular act. So students, what happened? First, I need to mention why this law was, enforced by the parliament, what was the history, so that you can connect in today's scenario. And the history begins from the year 2011. So in the year 2011, actually there was a committee which was formulated, and that was AP Shah committee. Because that time it was observed in the entire country, it is India, and you would be surprised that in terms of the consumption of, or rather I can say the use of internet, India is the second largest company where this internet, after China, India is the second largest country. Therefore, it was observed that we need to, introduce such kind of laws and statutes by which we can at least regulate such incidents which are not actually, protecting the rights of the users. And therefore, 2011, this committee was formulated. But unfortunately, it was not succeeded. And you know what happened after this? In the year 2017, I think that you all have read in your textbooks and in your curriculum that there was a very important leading case, and that was Justice Puttaswamy case. I think you are aware with this, yes or no? Good, great. So in the year 2017, my dear students, what happened when case Puttaswamy case, when in this particular case, what happened? The Aadhaar was challenged. And the entire theme of this particular thing was that there is a clear violation of Article 21, that is right to life. And right to privacy could be a part of your fundamental right. I'm sure that you have to go through with this particular case, because whenever you will look forward or you look back the history of the entire amendments of your Constitution of India. So this is a kind of a very important case by which we can review the entire Article 21. So that time it was observed, and slowly, gradually, we could realize and we could acknowledge that yes, we need a very prominent law or a statute in the field of right to privacy. And then the story begins. And 2023, when we look back, this particular law and act came into force. And the entire title of this act was DPDP Act, that is Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023. I think this is a landmark or kind of a very important law by which we can at least save, I would say, save our lives. The reason, students, because you young students or young minds, without even taking a moment, you just want to react immediately. This is I think a very I would say this is something on which you need to just hold yourself. Whatever the digital platform you are using, that time I think that you need to hold, you need to think, and then only you have to process. But unfortunately, what young minds or maybe the unknown person is repeatedly doing, that we are just going through, we are using the internet without thinking what would be the results or the consequences. So in 2023, when this law came into force, although the rules were not passed, in the year 2025, this year only, you would be surprised, rules are being introduced in the year 2025 although the law was introduced in the year 2023. So I would suggest you students, this is your duty nowadays that you have to go through with this law, with this act. And I also would like to mention here that in the year 2014, when we have collected the data, you would be surprised only 13 to 14% population of India were using internet. But recently, when I came across the data in the year 2024, my dear students, you would be surprised, around 55% of population in India are using internet. And again, you would be surprised, around 30% in this particular data, they are below 19 years. That is a, big threat of entire country. You know why? Because without even thinking, without even realizing that what we are using, what we are, giving the information to the internet, the youth and the adolescent or maybe the minor, they are just using this internet. So my dear student, and this is when this cyber fraud, cyber stalkings, and there are some more kind of threats by which we are facing. So this particular Digital Personal Data Protection Act, it will give us such kind of thing by which at least we need to save ourselves, and we can save ourselves. I can give you 2-3 examples. In this particular law, what is happening, there is a particular term that is, personal data, non-personal data, and the third one, which is very important, that is critical data. I don't know how many of you are aware, but I think being a law student or maybe a common person or maybe a person who belongs to any other stream, I think this is our duty to understand what is personal data, what is not personal data. Do we need to understand that which kind of data is required to send or to put up on the internet? All the time what we are doing, we are just giving the entire data to the particular platforms, to the internet. Are they using our data in a positive sense? Who will ask this? So my dear student, this law, this particular act has given this right that now we have the right to information. If any kind of platform, those who are storing our data, now we can ask them through right to information. You know why? Because in this particular statute, as I always mention to my law students, that we need to understand what is a statute. Law and statute both are different. And we are fortunate enough that this time, Draupadi Murmu, our Honorable President of India, she has signed. We are also in the list of 137 countries where they are also having such kind of data protection. So mention here that if we want information, then through this act, now it is very clear that there is a data, protection manager for each and every or maybe the internet users, that if they are required to deny that do not, also ask to be particular data protection manager of such particular. So I think this is a good initiative. Number 2, as I told you, personal data. Most of the time, if you will go through with the websites or maybe the any kind of things, it will ask you, would you allow to access your entire data of your phone memory? Will not stop. They will not try to at least read once what is the message on the phone or maybe on the website or the application, immediately you will just click, and you would be surprised your entire data would be stored on that particular platform. So now, through this act, it is very clear if maybe by mistake, if your personal data would be, given to the particular platform, now you have this right that you can contact to this particular manager and you can